I had some advantages, and the biggest advantage that I had was two parents that worked very hard to tell me that the world was my oyster. And that was contributed to, and I grew up in the Caribbean. My father is an immigrant and married my mom from Virginia, but I grew up in the Caribbean and came back to the States at 15. And when you're in an island environment where my father was from and well known, people of color, all ranges of color, were the people that were in the government that owned the shops. And white people were tourists. They kind of came and they left, and we were nice to them, and they weren't very important to us. So I actually had a very opposite experience that many African Americans have. And coming back to the States, I had a rude awakening in my freshman year in college. And my African American history professor was talking about people sitting at the back of the bus. Because in the Caribbean, I was learning West Indian history, European history, more than American history. So I knew a lot of things that happened, but I didn't have timelines. And I thought to myself, I'm so glad my parents never had to endure this indignity. And literally counting backwards, sitting in class at 19, because my parents had never spoken to me of any of these things that they had experienced.
So did it get real for you when you were sitting in the classroom at Harvard University?
I literally learned sitting in the classroom, and my eyes just bugged out and my head blew up. And shortly from that very painful and a blowing my mind experience, I kind of got the message from The Race, the movie with the race. It kind of hit in a very hard way that I had all these benefits and that I was walking around with this ability to believe in myself because I hadn't been through the experiences so many African Americans have had from day one. They're told they're less, they experience less. It's just compiled. And at that point I said, I need to contribute my energy to try to equalize the situation. So that was my comeuppance.